Welcome, Scorpio, to your April 2022 reading. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Now, remember, Scorpio, this is a general reading, so take what resonates here and let the rest go. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, Scorpio, what are you worried about? You've got the Ten of Swords here. Now, you are really, this is a card of a lot of mental angst. You are really been worrying. You feel like you're being under attack. I feel like this is a card that is connected with the past here. I feel like you are hitting rock bottom here, or you've hit rock bottom, and this can also be a lot of painful wounds as well that you are carrying from the past. And I feel like you are choosing to leave this behind in April. Now, you've got two cards in your reading, which I will go into, giving me the message that you are leaving tumultuous, difficult times behind. And the Ten of Swords is that card that talks about it is as bad as it's going to get. You, like I said, for a lot of you've hit rock bottom. Usually to do with mental worries, mental issues. Also, this can, for some of you, be your health. Things have gotten as bad as they're going to get there. And the only way is up now. The only way is forward, Scorpio. So I feel like this is... This is as low. You've had those feelings as low as you can go, but this card shows that there is hope here for things to get better. Now, this is right beside the Empress card. This is that card of new growth, of abundance, of fertility. So things are growing. Things are moving forward in the direction of a beautiful new life, a beautiful new scenario that is coming in for you. And April is going to be a turning point here, most definitely for you. Now, for some of you, this is the actual birth of a baby, because the Empress is all about nurturing, abundance, giving birth to new things growing. Now, this can also be a new relationship for some of you. You absolutely have the Two of Cups there, which is that beautiful twin soul energy. But this is a lot of maternal instincts, and this is regardless of whether you are male or female. There is this connection to nurturing those around you and caring for those around you. This can be in a financial way, but there is great nurturing here, and nurturing around you too. But this is beautiful. This is abundance, and for some of you, this can be great financial abundance that is coming in for you as well. This is lovely. I really like the energy of that Empress card, and just that energy of new things, and particularly after that difficult energy of the Ten of Swords, where you are worried about perhaps people around you, your life in general. But when you get that Empress card, it's a sign that you can actually manifest your dreams here, and you know that success is at hand at everything that you put your mind to. So there is nothing to worry about here, okay? Don't worry, because you will be successful at whatever it is that you are going to be doing. Now, the Seven of Swords, again, is another bit of a tricky card. Now, the Seven of Swords talks about multiple things. So take what resonates here for you, but this could be someone working behind your back. Could be a bit of a snake in the grass. If you look at this, in this particular deck anyway, it does talk about someone sort of dressing themselves up into something that they're actually not. You know, if you look at this imagery, you see the serpent is, or this figure is stealing an egg from the nest, and they've dressed their tail up with beautiful flowers. But if you look through the gaps, you can see the scales of a snake. So this can just be a little bit of a warning for some of you when it comes to your relationships or connections, not necessarily your love relationships, but this just can be for some of you that, but don't be thinking that everyone's there hiding behind your back trying to stab you in the back. This often just means that there could be a path that you are on that isn't the one that you're meant to be on either. And you're making some decisions that aren't right for you. And when the Seven of Swords shows up, it just is making you aware that you might just need to make a few little course corrections in regards to some choices that you are required to make. And it's interesting, you've got two twos, which I'll go into the meaning of those as well, but twos are choices. So this could just be asking you to just take some time to think more about some choices that you are making here. But this can also be this can be to do with your worries. You can be feeling like something is going to be taken away from you, possibly your freedom. So if some of you are getting involved in a new relationship, you might be holding back and not wanting to get involved in a new relationship because you feel that this is going to, you are going to lose a lot of your freedom if you do this. But it's really, it's just in your mind. This isn't exactly what's going to be happening here. And yeah, and I feel like for a lot of you as well, you might not be focused, putting your focus in the right direction here either. It's not focused on your life purpose, and it gives you this sense of limbo, and you're not getting where it is you want to go for a lot of you. But yeah, you know, as I said, take what resonates here, which this is a very multi-layered meaning here. Yeah, and you might be oblivious actually to the actions of other people around you here as well. This is often the message that comes through here. But this can also just be as simple as talking about some plans that you've got. They're absolutely fine, but the timing might not be right as well. Yeah, I just feel like this is to do a lot with this you've got the 10 of Swords, you've got the 6 of Swords, you have the 7 of Swords. You know, there's a lot of mental worrying and concern about things that perhaps you needn't be concerned about. Now, this does lead to the Two of Cups. What a beautiful card this is. This is talking about love and emotion. And the Two of Cups is just a card of falling in love. So for a lot of you, you might be falling in love. And the Seven of Swords might just talk about some concerns that you have regarding that. But this is a relationship here that could potentially be growing as well. And commitments are being made and some feelings are growing deeper here as well. Now, this can also talk about a choice between two loves, and this could doesn't necessarily have to be a person. I don't actually see any other people around you here. You've got the Empress. There could be a Cancer here involved. But this is a choice between two things that you love to do as well. And this can also talk about just a connection that you've got with some friends, close friends in your life that are friendships that are going to last a lifetime. It doesn't necessarily mean a love relationship here. If you're not interested in love or you don't want any of that in your life, this can just talk about you getting to some wonderful connections here with some beautiful people. But as I mentioned earlier, you have two twos, and twos often indicate friendship or romantic relationship or any sort of partnership between two or more people. And this, because you've got the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, this can be a love relationship. This could be someone that you're meeting at work, and the Two of Pentacles are relationships based on your career, because Pentacles are all about your money and how you and your career. But twos do imply that there is a need to make a choice on various areas of your life, as well as the need to work with others on various goals as well. So that's what multiple twos can be talking about. Now, the Eight of Cups. Now, I feel like this is that card that talks about you moving away from a difficult situation, and the fact that it's right beneath that Ten of Swords. I'm loving the position of this card because it's talking about you leaving something behind that has been perhaps a little bit painful for you, but and you're moving into a direction that you don't know where you're going. But you know that you have to move on for things to get better. You have to go. And although you're going in a direction where you don't know, you know that it's going to be good for you and it's going to assist you, because even though change is coming and you don't know what direction to go in, you know it's right for you. And I mean, this is also a choice that you're making. It's interesting, you've got the Six of Swords, which is kind of often the card where other people are forcing, or not other people, but situations as well, are forcing you to go in a direction that you don't really potentially want to go in. But you know that you have to, because you need to get away from a tumultuous situation that is going to help you move to calmer waters. But the Eight of Cups is you actually making the decision to do this. You know that what happened in the past, it doesn't entice you anymore. It's not interesting. It doesn't fascinate you. And you feel yourself yearning for something more, and you wish you've got a life that's more rewarding and that's filled with emotional and spiritual satisfaction. And so you're making the choice to move on here in April in certain areas of your life. And yeah, I just do feel that this is, creating a little bit of worry for you, just because you don't know the future, but you're still going to make that decision, and it's going to be perfect for you in the end. It's going to really work out well for you. Now, the Six of Pentacles. This is a great card of abundance. Now, you could be getting some money coming into you, and you are able to then share that with others as well. This is a card of generosity, of financial assistance, and it's reciprocal. So you can be getting some financial assistance. You may be helping other people as well financially. This is a lovely card of abundance here for you. I like this card. Another sign actually got that card as well. There has been a few double ups of cards here. But yeah, definitely a nice card. And I feel like prosperity is really entering your life in the forms of gifts. Now, some of you might be getting an increase in salary. You could be getting a bonus. And this is also a card about the power of positive thinking. And this is going to bring you into a new line of abundance as well here. And it talks about you being able to pay off any of your debts or even repay favours or obligations. But as I said, this is charity as well. You may be helping out other people in your life as well. And this is right below that nurturing energy, that so, you know, this mothering kind of energy. So you could be looking after your kids here financially too. Now that Six of Swords card, this is where you are moving away from any difficult area of your life. And traditionally in this card, you would, in a traditional deck, you'd see there's this stormy, tumultuous ocean, and people in a boat heading to calmer, beautiful shores. And the Six of Swords is that energy of, finally, it's over. And all of the challenging times are ending, and you can really move on here. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and if you look in this deck, the figure is hanging onto a rope, and at the end of the rope, that anchor, the star is there, and it's anchored. So there's hope and faith here for you in the future. It's wonderful, and it's a card of the stress falling off your shoulders. So any stress that you're feeling in that Ten of Swords is going away. Any stress that you're feeling in the Seven of Swords about questionable people, questionable situations, questionable choices, all of that's leaving you in April, and you can really see the light of a brand new day. You know, any conflicts that you've had, they're being resolved. If you've been feeling any depression, you're going to be finding relief here in April as well. Now this can actually physically talk about going on a trip, and it might require a trip over water, but it just represents a metaphorical journey as well in your life. You are going in a new direction, leaving any of that troubled stuff behind you. And this is a theme here, definitely coming through in two of your cards. It's over and done with, Scorpio. All of that hard, negative stuff. It's brand new day here. Beautiful. The Two of Pentacles. Now this is you juggling a lot of your time, a lot of your money. You know, again, this could be making choices as well about how you want to spend your money, where you want to invest. This is a card of you just having a lot on your plate as well. Going here, going there, having to do this, having to do that, you know, a lot of things. And often this does relate to your work. And it can talk about just trying to do too many things at once, and you're having to juggle your priorities and make sure that you're still successful at all of them. And, you know, this can talk about someone who's working multiple jobs. It can be like a single mum who's got the kids, then she's got work, maybe two jobs, the house to care for. So this is kind of a lot of that energy here. But, yeah, it does also talk about if you are wanting to make a career change right now, just hang off until the situation gets a little calmer, or until your finances have become a little bit more certain as well before you do. But if you're feeling a lot of stress or having challenges making a particular decision, and this could be to do with your finances or your career or a direction that you're going in that area, just take a more playful approach to the situation. Like, look at it lightheartedly, and that's going to help you either make the decision or know which direction to go in anyway. But definitely change of direction here for a lot of Scorpios. Now your final card, and what a beautiful card it is, from the Gateway Oracle deck by Denise Lynn, Follow your bliss. And the colours are so gentle and soft here. Absolutely love this deck. And the affirmation for this particular card is, my soul sings with joy. And the meaning of this card is, do what gives you joy. Celebrate and have fun. You do not need to suffer to grow. In fact, true happiness comes from following the dictates of your soul. Take steps today to expand your joy. You don't need to do it all at once, but you do need to start. The universe wants you to know, if you don't follow your bliss now, when will you? If you've been waiting to act until circumstances are different or somehow better, you may have a long wait. Some people put off following their North Star until they graduate, get married, have kids, or retire. If you continue to do so, you may never attain genuine happiness. Take steps today to experience the sweet nectar of life. And I feel you're going to be doing this, Scorpio. I feel you're going to be making the choice. Although it might be difficult for you for some, you are going to be leaving certain situations behind and moving in a direction that makes you happy, because you know that you have to do this to really enjoy your life. Follow your bliss, Scorpio. Do what makes you happy regardless of what other people think. That is very important. So I hope that resonated with you. Don't forget, take me up on that offer of that free mini reading if you are a new subby. And if you are a return viewer, thank you so much for your support. I hope to see you next month. Bye.